Listener discretion is advised.
There's a little psych this time.
Yay! And no bones to shake today.
Nope. I do have my bones just sitting out next to me, though.
love their jar.
It's for support. They're your
It's in a
emotional
cactus
support
jar.
bones. That jar is so fucking cute.
It has a hole for a straw. It's supposed to be like a drinking jar.
Don't
I mean,
mistake
don't.
that.
Yeah.
Just gotta put
Take
my
a
bones in
sip.
there. Ugh.
It's
a
so
lot of
dry.
dust. I've shaken it a lot, so I think there'll be a lot of dust powder.
I love it. Name your bones Dustin.
Dustin.
Dusty for short. Do you think Dustin, and I could Google this, I just won't because I'd rather just speculate, derives from the Puritan dust?
I don't think so, but I would love that.
Let's go with it.
It does.
It's from the late Gallic dust bin. The B is silent.
Well,
Okay, so today we're talking about assholes.
yes.
And
oh my God.
Merriam-Webster, and you were talking about assholes, you guys, defines asshole firstly as a vulgar term for anus, or a stupid, annoying, or detestable person, or the least attractive or desirable part of an area, as in New Jersey is the asshole of the U.S.
Oh, I feel like that.
In Merriam-Webster,
I
No,
think
they-
she might be editorializing just
I put
a bit.
New Jersey in,
I
but
got
it said like
really excited.
that's the asshole of the country, or the
I
asshole of the
also
world.
strongly disagree as a Jersey girl, and I would argue Florida might be a contender.
There are parts of each state that are big
Always.
assholes.
New
Everywhere.
Jersey Turnpike is the asshole of the
It's
US.
not great. It's not great.
No. As someone who's taken a dump on it, Amanda, you
I have.
can attest.
Well, adjacent to it in a dinge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's get get
Safety
it right.
first.
Yeah, safety first. Get off the road.
So this next quote that I have is from an essay that was really long
Oh, good.
about the usage of the
Assholes?
word asshole.
Love it.
Like from a linguistic, philosophical
Did you ever watch
standpoint.
that show on, I think it was on Netflix, that was like about swearing and like Nick Cage was one of the talking heads on it?
No.
It's
I
funny.
heard of it. I don't think I ever watched it though. So this is from philosopher and writer of Assholes, a Theory.
Oh.
Author Aaron James defines asshole as this. Quote, the asshole is the guy who systematically allows himself special advantages in cooperative life out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people.
Like Plop in White Lotus.
Every time you say plop, I think of The Office.
Right.
Yeah, it's the guy, it's Plop, the
Oh,
actor.
he's
is
in the
White
show
Lotus.
White Lotus. I haven't watched White Lotus.
And
so.
he's an asshole. Oh my
He's
God, it's
an
so
asshole.
good.
Yeah,
He's
so
also on
good.
a season
I'm not
of
done
Girls.
with it yet, though.
Oh, you
Okay.
got to get there. It's fucking good. And I love their theme song.
What's
I
that
know.
streaming on? Do I
Bizarre.
need to binge this?
HBO,
Yeah, you do.
honey. Yeah, you do.
HBO, and I think it might also be on like Peacock.
I mean, I have both
Yeah.
because I have a TV addiction.
Yeah, it's all right. Robert Sutton, a psychology professor at Stanford and author of The Asshole Survival Guide, says that,
They
quote,
need one of those?
yeah, don't we all?
I mean, I guess.
An asshole is someone who leaves us feeling demeaned, de-energized, disrespected, and or oppressed. I would make a distinction between temporary and certified assholes because all of us under the wrong conditions can be temporary assholes.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
every month for 3 to 5 days.
I'm talking about somebody who is consistently this way, who consistently treats other people this way. I think it's more complicated than simply saying an asshole is someone who doesn't care about other people.
Right.
In fact, some of them really do care. They care, they want to make you feel hurt and upset. They take pleasure in it. So his main tips for surviving assholes is really just to ignore them because it takes the wind out of their sails.
Yep.
And he also says, quote, you have to know yourself, be honest about yourself, and rely on people around you to tell you when you're being an asshole. And when they are kind enough to tell you, listen.
That's hard.
I know.
That is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, and when you have a podcast and a lot of people tell you you're an asshole, it gets
Yeah.
easier to drown out.
Yeah, you get numb to it.
You do get numb to it. At
We
first,
try.
it's really tough to just
yeah.
be told you're an asshole all the time.
I hear they play this on a loop in Guantanamo Bay.
I
now
just
it
simply-
really? Add to our
now it
press
fuels
Oh
my
my
very
God.
soul. The Guantanamo Bay? God.
Oh my god.
God, we've gone platinum.
God.
We've gone platinum in Guantanamo.
Triple platinum.
I don't want to
GB.
brag or anything.
Great Britain? No.
We're topping
No.
the GB charts.
Jesus.
No.
I remember reading our very first 1-star review.
Yes.
Or maybe it was an email or something, but it stung so, it cut so deep.
I know. I remember the early ones, and now I cannot remember the last time I read any of the 1-star reviews.
Only read the 1-star reviews. They crack me the fuck up. I love them. I live for them.
I will say though that in early 2015, when I was having a nervous breakdown and hadn't moved to South Africa yet and was rudderless and losing my mind,
Mm-hmm.
my mom bought me a psychic reading.
Oh.
And the psychic told me that I was going to start something in my career and it was going to be off the beaten path and it was going to be successful, but also divisive. And a lot of people
We're going to hate you.
were not going to like it. He literally said that. And at the time, I thought that he was talking about working in nonprofits against domestic violence and all this stuff. And I was like, well,
Fuck 'em.
I guess abusers won't like it, but whatever. No, he meant the show.
I love it. Well, I want that guy's number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good, right?
We need to go back.
I know. It was over the phone.
Amazing.
Awesome. Also, quick plug for my pal Charles Tiemann, psychic-light.com. He does
He's great.
phone readings too. Okay, so if you go to the drive, which will be on the blog, I have a little anecdote for you. This happened yesterday.
Yeah, I was confused when I put my pictures on the drive today, so I'm hoping this is what you're gonna
I'll clear it all
explain.
up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you are aware or if listeners are aware. I hope you are. There is an Instagram account called Secret Buttholes.
Oh, it's my favorite
Oh
Instagram
my
account.
God.
It's
It's just like-
absolutely genius.
Finding things that look like assholes just
In the
out in the
wild.
environment in the wild that aren't actually buttholes.
Following it right now.
I think it's secret_buttholes,
yeah.
but it'll pop up.
It's the best.
So yesterday I was pulling into the Hy-Vee parking lot with Corey,
Like you do.
and there was a Jeep with a tire cover on the back. And the tire cover, I think it's supposed to be like a daisy, like the shape of a daisy in the colors of the American flag.
It's always a tire cover. Why?
It's a tire
honey?
cover. Flower, American flag, whatever. But the color is so fucking bad with this American flag overlay that the middle of the daisy is just a black void.
It's a puckered
Yeah,
It
black
looks like
void.
an asshole. It's an
It's
anus.
really
puckered.
does.
It's actually puckered.
And when we pulled into the parking lot and I saw this Jeep off to my right and I just went, butthole, 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 butthole.
You saw it in person?
Yes, I saw it yesterday in person.
I can
because it's
picture you
on
doing
the
that
account.
so clearly.
I know. So Corey took a picture of it and then was trying to DM it to Secret Buttholes, and they had just published the same photo recently. So it's like a widespread
Oh yeah, a
Jeep
widespread
tire
asshole.
cover. It's a widespread asshole.
Wow. Yeah.
She's fully available.
Spread out.
Ish.
So that photo is what Corey took on his phone yesterday. It's
Gotcha.
magnificent. Okay. My lover Britannica describes the anal canal thusly, because I wanted to talk about actual assholes too.
You have to.
Have
it's
to.
pertinent to the topic.
It's the terminal portion of the digestive tract distinguished from the rectum because of the transition of its internal surface from a mucous membrane layer called the endodermal to one of skin-like tissue, the ectodermal.
Unless
So, like-
you have bad hemorrhoids.
We'll get to the hemorrhoids.
Okay.
Don't you worry, honey.
Oh, good. I was so worried.
So the anal canal itself is really short. It's like between 1 and 1.5 inches long. Just a little.
Just a little
It's just
guy.
a little. It's just
Little
a
buddy.
little. Probably if you stuck your finger up your butt, that's what it would, just a little bit.
Mhm.
Its diameter is narrower than that of the rectum to which it connects. So something that I didn't include in here, but I thought was interesting, when you're pooping, your butthole closes so that your rectum can open, and then it squeezes the poop into your anal canal, and then the rectum closes and your butthole opens, and then
Pinch
it
her
goes
off.
out.
Oh.
That's how the sphincters work in tandem to keep the poop inside your body. Unless it's,
That's
like,
fucking
coming out.
teamwork.
Oh, interesting. So that you're not just like constantly
Dropping
Just
turds.
falling out of your
Falling
asshole.
out of your ass.
right.
It's
So
like
is that why like some animals are just like constantly pooping because they don't have that dual sphincter action?
They
Or do
probably-
they just like poop a lot?
I think some animals just poop a lot.
I think they poop a lot. It probably depends on shape, which also depends on diet, and also like cows have like 1,000 stomachs, so I'm sure that kind
Yeah.
of
Do
does something.
ducks have two sphincters?
Why is it
Well,
always
they're
ducks?
gonna have more than two. Anal, digestive sphincters.
I'm right. I'm right. No, ducks do not have the physical anatomy required, a sphincter muscle, so they can't hold it until they reach a litter box or designated area.
Oh, so having a duck as a
Okay.
pet, you're taking a big risk.
Oh yeah, they just poop everywhere. That is like the thing that I remember most from
I wonder if
having
geese
those
are like
ducklings
that.
in first grade.
I think geese are probably like that, and also that rooster that I saw in Key West that just shot white
That
shit
was
out of its asshole.
amazing. That was the
I
most.
was eating lunch. It
That
just
was-
shit right next to me.
Rude.
It
I mean,
was.
I loved it, but-
Stunning.
It was
You got it
amazing.
on video.
I cannot believe, and that was the whole length of the video. I didn't even trim it. I started recording, and it just shot out of its ass, and then I stopped recording.
Unedited, untouched.
It's untouched. It's pristine. It's a pure virgin Instagram clip.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the anal canal is divided into 3 areas. The upper part with longitudinal folds called rectal columns. Beautiful.
Grecian.
Architectural.
Sturdy.
The lower portion with internal and external constrictive muscles, aka sphincters, to control evacuation of feces and the anal opening itself. So, about the hemorrhoids, the blood vessels inside both the rectal and anal areas are susceptible to enlargement and rupturing, aka hemorrhoids or piles.
Yeah, that's what they call them in like British
Europe.
English speaking places.
I
Piles.
can't with
yeah,
piles.
and I didn't know what the fuck people were talking about in South Africa. But yeah, it's called piles.
That's the worst name for that.
For anything ever in the history of names.
Yeah, for
So-
some reason it is way grosser than hemorrhoids.
Unless you're talking about piles of laundry, I don't want that word used in any capacity.
Or piles of gold,
Right.
riches,
Piles of gold.
etc.
Welcome to our musing about the word piles podcast.
I want
Piles
piles
of
for
riches.
miles.
Piles for miles. Now available on Apple Podcasts.
We got piles of style. So all this is to say, PSA, don't push a poop out if it's not ripe or you will live to regret it. And also once you get hemorrhoids, like
You're
they're
done.
they're
They're
kind
kind
of
of there forever. Yeah.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like easier to get hemorrhoids the next time.
Yeah.
The internal ones are rough.
Once they pop.
They
the
don't
fun. Once they pop, you'll never laugh again.
Oh, no. I had stress-induced hemorrhoids after our backpacking extravaganza, and I remember calling my mom, and she was like, I know it sounds gross, but sometimes you just got to take your finger and just tuck them back up there. Just tuck them up.
Oh my god.
That
If they're poking out,
Go to a doctor.
I don't
was
think
in
they
France.
do that.
You can get them banded if they are distended like that.
Oh.
I mean, they weren't hanging out of my butt by like inches. It was just like a little, just tuck them back in.
If you have hemorrhoids that are tuckable, go to a doctor.
It was fine.
Period. Full stop.
That
They're
is
gonna
easier
tell
than
you to
said
do
than-
the same thing.
I
Yeah.
doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I'm no
Whatever.
surgeon. But wow.
I mean, I think you're speaking from a place of pile privilege.
You are.
Maybe.
You're pile privileged.
Maybe.
It's showing.
Fine with me.
Your pile privilege is showing.
Oh my fucking God. Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.